think the best thing about this scheme is the chance to work directly in partnership, a member of staff and a student. For me, this was just a brilliant opportunity.
Well, this is the way staff deliver that feedback, and we've always thought, oh yeah, that's sufficient. Turns out it really wasn't sufficient. But prior to this, we had really no appreciation of that difficulty.
Please, if you have this chance to take into this game, join it, take it.
This led to results that I would not have obtained if I had not engaged with this specific scheme.
The Student-Staff Partnership is an opportunity for students and staff to work together on an area of assessment and feedback, or assessment or feedback that they feel isn't really working particularly well in a current course, and to work together to see if there are ways in which they can enhance that for future students and staff. It's a scheme that's funded through the Learning Teaching Development Fund, and we hope to fund somewhere in the region of about 10 partnerships this year, and to build on the work that we did last year with the 10 partnerships that we funded.
So I wanted to join the scheme to have some collaboration with somebody, also to have somebody to bounce ideas off, to think of a better way to assess that scheme without me just coming to the end of the deadline where you have to hand in your course guide and you just think up something. I wanted to be a bit more considered than that, and the staff-student partnership gave me that opportunity to do that in dialogue with somebody else.
Initially took part in that scheme because Scott, the student, really approached me as exploring the possibilities of improving feedback for students.
I think it was one of those things where you have an idea and you don't really know how to take it forward. This was a prime opportunity to kind of take that idea forward, to just basically improve the experience of all the students in your school, but do it in collaboration with the staff members that are in charge of doing assessment feedback.
Staff mark students' work in quite a lot of detail. It takes quite a lot of time, and we wanted to know whether what we're doing was meeting students' own priorities, specifically whether students, or some students, might prefer to have their feedback back quicker in return for having more schematic, less detailed feedback.
There were no specific complaints from students about this course, but I could feel that something was not quite right in the way they were engaging with the course, the way in particular they were engaging with the assessment activities.
We have been designing courses where staff and student co-design the course, but I think we were not paying much attention towards co-designing the assessment process. And especially if we look at it, I'm mostly involved in Chinese program where we go and teach there.
I'm Chinese, so there are not only some difficulties that a student can encounter, there are also some cultural differences. And I thought if I take an effort to a program like this, maybe I can, lighten a burden for the teachers and next year's students.
Lecturer invite me and ask me, would you like to join this project? And I say, yes, of course. It gives me giving me a lot of chance to think in another way.
We want to make it for them interesting, so they get engaged, they understand the process and how we design and market.
And then obviously there are benefits of publishing your outcomes. So I've been able to publish at a conference, and I'm going to publish in a journal. So these are the outcomes that really help in our track as well.
By including the students at the beginning, then I think we got better engagement.
And they were really on board with it, much more than the literature had suggested they would be for that type of activity.
I really enjoyed working with this scheme. I really enjoyed working with the two students.
There was a lot of support and guidance, and also, as well as some feedback from learning and teaching team as well, to let us know how our interventions worked and what could we do to make them better.
It has broadened out the delivery of feedback, but also our ability to deliver key elements of the sort of learning program that students will take.
I also think that enhancing the student experience is great because it also enhances the teacher's experience, and this is perhaps something we don't talk that much about, but having a great teacher experience makes better lectures and happier students.
So the chance to kind of co-create something with a student is just different from other such projects that I've come across before, and it was really fun.